What is the Martin Truex Jr. Foundation? So many people don't know who we help, they don't know what it is, and I think that this is a perfect video to teach people who we are and what we do.
I make the difference. I take the walls and tear them down.
God bless Martin with a talent so that he could be able to use it in other ways, and I think one of those ways is giving back to the community. We're blessed to be able to do that, so the foundation is a good way to use that.
We started the Martin Truex Jr. Foundation in the fall of 2007. It just kind of happened.
I think we just woke up one day and realized that we were doing so much for other people's foundations that we wanted to give back to our own community in our way. We learned about the backpack program through Kay Carter with the Second Harvest Food Bank, and I think we just thought it would be a great program in our local community to help give back to children in our schools that are on free or reduced lunch.
Sunshine.
Most of the kids that were in need of food were too scared to tell somebody, and they were going to the nurse's office at the school and complaining that their bellies hurt because they were hungry.
But, you know, it just breaks your heart, and you want to be able to help them. So that's kind of why we did it, I think.
The fashion show was put on by my store, Lavender Boutique. The proceeds from this year's show were to benefit the Levine Children's Hospital. Martin and I have had some close friends in the community whose children were affected by cancer, and most of their children were treated at Levine's. So we asked some of those kids to walk in the fashion show this year, which I think just was such a big hit with all the people that were attending the show. It brought it close to home, and they got to actually see where their money was going to help those families. We didn't want families that were already going through the traumatic experience of cancer to have to worry about the everyday expenses that families go through, such as making their homes wheelchair accessible or having to pay their mortgage. Any of those expenses that, you know, a normal family goes through, but in a traumatizing time like this, we didn't want these families to have to worry about that.
The fan event and both the golf tournament happened, they kind of coincide within the same week. We're going on our 4th annual golf tournament. Last year, Napa was a presenting sponsor, so we were proud to have them part of it. Everybody contributes so much, and we've been able to raise over $500,000. So it's neat to have it back home. I get to see a lot of people I don't see very often, and we get a lot of support up there, and that's important for us. And I think it's a big part of the reason why we have it there is because it's, you know, close to home, and kind of a bonus is a lot of that money is going to the hospital there in town. Southern Ocean Medical Center is my hometown hospital. They were talking about expanding the hospital, and you know, obviously they needed help. They needed financial support to be able to build the new wing and all the things they were doing there. And it was a perfect opportunity for us to get involved with it and being part of it. It's pretty incredible to be able to give back to them and be able to be part of the pediatric unit that we're building is probably one of the neatest things I've ever been able to do. We started the Angler Club in 2010, and Bass Pro Shops has been a great partner of mine. They're a big supporter of our foundation, and so people can make a donation. They get a fish on our wall. We have a big wall in our shop where everybody's names go up there that's made a donation. They get a fish in the tank, and we send them a fish for them to keep for a keepsake. So it's just a cool little donor program that Bass Pro Shops helped us with, and it's just another way to help us raise money for all our initiatives.
I hope that one day the foundation generates, you know, millions of dollars of revenue a year, and we can take those funds and do wonderful things with them.
It's hard to put into words I know, speaking for myself and speaking for Martin as well, how much the support from not only our community but everybody in Martin's hometown has meant to us. We can't thank everybody enough, from the volunteers to our staff, the people that give, you know, $50 or $1,000, it doesn't matter. Every dollar helps us help kids that are in need. This is very close to my heart. It's definitely my whole life, and I can't thank you guys enough.
Just tell them what you told me when you heard about it and you came home.
I know, I don't remember though. I'm screwing this all up. I'm not saying it right. Ugh. Yes. Just let him answer it.
Yeah, you were doing
He's
fine.
so much better at it than I am.
Yeah.
That's why I don't do what you do.
You're gonna take up the whole bloopers reel.
Because you're kind of quiet. So a lot of people don't know what we do, or like. I don't want to do it. I don't want to answer that question.